Yo, 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 it's Jimmy G23 here, and welcome to the second Team of the Week review because it's on the second Team of the Week. I appreciate the feedback on the first review that I did. It seemed like some of you guys really liked it, so I'm doing a second one. I'll be doing these here on out. I'm trying to still skip my schedule down, so I'm gonna try to do these on the day of. But if not, I'm try to get these out obviously during the weekend. Um, so typically how these goes is I do a general overview. I don't go over every single player because some of these players are just insane. For instance, Insignia, or however you would pronounce his name. Um, he's just going to be a phenomenal card. It's no doubt about it. He's 89 rated, 91 shooting, 92 dribbling, 91 pace, 92 dribbling, 86 passing. The dude looks like a monster. Um, I won't be discussing Ben Yedder because the dude's an animal as well. And of course, at the very bottom, I typically don't go over this bottom half just because there's no one typically good in there. Um, but yeah, but let's go ahead and just get started. And let's go ahead and start with Mr. Peter Check. You're like, why are you guys going over him? He's 6'5", medium. Um, and he's also, what, 38 years old? 36 years old? Um, Overall, though, this card's alright. Definitely an SPC card, 84 rated. If you have the coins, definitely buy them, throw them in your back pocket, and just wait for a later day. The reason why I don't like this card, even though he has 85 handling, 86 positioning, is that he's 6'5", but he only has 82 reflexes. I think reflexes are a big thing in the game for goalkeepers, and I don't think he's going to be able to. He's not going to be able to react quickly in game time decisions. So just an SBC card here, nothing too big. I definitely wouldn't use him unless you're an Arsenal fan. I still wouldn't use him. Um, but he is 6'5" though, so that's what he got going for him. But the fact that he has 82 reflexes, it's kind of I don't know. But next up, guys, we have Musa, Ahmed Musa. So you guys might be like, wow, this is actually a really great card. He has 96 pay acceleration, 92 sprint speed, 80 plus finishing, positioning, and shot power. Overall, looking at this card's really not that bad. He has also 91 dribbling, 90 balance, 97 stamina, so he's not going to get tired, and 81 jumping. So if you're using a Nigerian team, this would be a really great card. But since this is going to be a sub card coming off of the bench, I think you should find a better card. And the reason why I say this is just because he has 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, so he's 5'7", and his passing's terrible. I think you're going to need passing in this game quite a bit. And the fact that his vision and his short passing is a 71, it's kind of like he's overall is really not that good. He has great shooting stats, don't get me wrong, and his dribbling stats is actually pretty good. Just because when he gets tackled, he's going to be able to hold on and win some of those 50-50s. And with those 81 jumpings, just his 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot's pretty weak for this card. But I have a better card for you if you want a sub card. I mean, he's Nigerian. It's Musa, very very fast. But I have a better card for you guys, and I'll actually get to it here. But this card I think is a little overrated. And you'll probably see not a whole lot of people using them. If you do see a lot of people using them, then he just may be a phenomenal card, and his stats are lying. So there's that. Next up, I have for you guys is this Brazilian Lucas Leiva. He's a Brazilian center defensive mid for the Serie A league. So what I don't like about him, let me tell you this: he's 85 rated. I think he's going to be a Brazilian SPC card for future player of the months. His acceleration is terrible, but if you have him as a CDM, that's fine. I guess my biggest issue with the CDM is that his strength is 71, so he's not going to be able to push people off the ball. And you really need strength. I noticed that especially for center mids, center defensive mids, you're going to need that strength to be able to shove someone off the ball. In addition to that, he's 5'10", and you need someone tall to be able to jump and head the ball out of the box. And his heading accuracy is 73, his slide tackle 79. If you're using a Serie A squad, sure, you could throw him in as a center defensive mid. I just don't think he's going to be able to push someone off the ball as a center defensive mid as he should be. So I think he's a little overrated for the center defensive mid position. Um, his overall ratings at 85, and if you look at his in-game stats, in-game ratings, it's an 84. So I mean, you could throw an anchor on him, and we'll just go ahead and see what that does to boost if that boosts his strength, and it boosts his strength by 5. You could throw, I forget what it is, a sentinel. See if that boosts his. You throw a sentinel on him, and then he'd be at 89 rated. So yeah, you could definitely throw a sentinel on him to boost that strength. That's my biggest issue, and my issue is that he's 5'10 as well. Um, but he has great agility stats for a center defensive mid. I'm just trying to look for someone who's strong, be able to push people off the ball when need be. Honestly, I noticed with some of this game, you could just literally like football, like American football, tackle people in this game. And if he has that 71 strength, I don't see him being able to do that. But yeah, he has pretty good passing stats, short pass, long passing, and his vision's actually pretty good too. Just not a huge fan of this card, but like I said, if you're using a Brazilian card and you just want him as a center defensive mid, that's it. Then more power to you. But I think metas are going to be pretty huge in this game. So next up we have Matip. Um, so a few things. What I do like about this card, I like that he's 6'5". He has medium work rates, and he has 83 strength. But that looks like 87 reaction, and that looks like about it. His pace is terrible. It's garbage. His stamina is 75, so you're probably gonna use him for maybe a couple games, and then need to reapply. Fitness card every 2 games. Short passing is at 82, but his vision is 77, not bad. But his dribbling sucks as a center back. There's better center backs who has better dribbling stats than he does. His aggression is 77, his stamina is 75. His jumping is also a 68. I know he's 6'5", but I would expect his jumping to just be a little bit higher. His physicality needs to be a little bit higher too. In game overall 84, in game stats is 83. So you can obviously tell he's pretty weak. I mean, you could of course with him you have to throw a pace on there. Like 100% have to throw something on there for pace. So you could throw an anchor, and that only throws him as a 70 pace. You say throw a shadow on him, max out his defending, and then his pace goes to a 78. So yeah, that's better. Interesting though, his defending goes from a 93. You're better off if you want to increase defending. You're better off throwing an anchor on there than you are a shadow, which is interesting. But I wonder why. More pace and less heading and standing tackle. Interesting. I didn't notice that, but there you go. So throw an anchor on this card. You're probably going to get the most for your money. Yeah, throw an anchor on him. That's probably the best cam for him. He's going to be a 90 rated, which is really interesting overall. But, I mean, it's still 70 pace in this game. You find cheap gold center backs that has 78 pace, that has really great strength, pretty great stamina, and pretty good defending stats for relatively cheap, probably 1,000 coins. But yeah, I think this card's a little overrated. Probably for me, he'd probably go up in value. I'm not gonna lie, just because he's a team of the week card that's gonna be pushing up. But that's it. That's all. Lucas Hernandez for a center back. He has phenomenal pace. This is when I first looked at this card and I'm looking at the face stats. I was like, wow, this card's gonna be really great. Acceleration though, sprint speed phenomenal. What I don't like about this card is that his short passing is 84. Well, that's what I do like, but his vision is a 58. So really got to make those easy short passes very direct. Reactions, ball control, not bad. He has pretty good dribbling stats, so he's able to turn and quickly stay with the defender and turn for the ball. Defending's not bad. I don't understand why his marking's a 75 though. He's also, his physicality is 80 overall, and that's because his stamina and his strength are his weakest point. Especially his strength, he's not going to be able to push people off the ball in the box. He'll be able to make those tackles with those defending stats. He just won't be able to push people off the ball, which is kind of frustrating. Medium high work rate, and the fact that he's also right here 6 foot. You want someone tall. You want center backs at least 6'2", 6'3". I would think so. Him being 6 foot is relatively short. And his strength is 77, marking 75, and his short passing is a 58 from a center back. It's pretty poor. And the fact that his crossing's at 82, but his visions are 58, is just kind of it's a little interesting, to be honest. Oh yeah, you could cross with them, sure. Um, but yeah, it's over. It's all right. I wouldn't expect too much from him. Next up, we have Gundogan. Um, I used his gold cards for FIFA 18. I'm not using his card this year because I'm looking at for a center mid. I'm looking at some decent pace, pretty good shooting stats, passing, dribbling. Essentially a meta card. And right off the bat, this looks like a meta card that I would want. 4-star skill moves, 5'11", high medium work rate. Overall it looks really nice. My only problem with this card is his defending and his physicality stats. His defending's all right, if you like these kind of cards, but his physicality, I think, like I said before, strength and stamina, um, it's what you want. Really, and the fact that I don't think he's going to be able to push people off the ball. He's not going to win those 50-50s. His stamina is you're just going to have to rotate him every 2 games, if you're chilling on fitness cards, then there you go. His finishing stats are pretty good, or his shooting stats are pretty good, but his finishing's at 76 and his long shots are 77. But his shot power and positioning are great. Volleys and penalties are pretty good as well. Short passing is obviously his best attribute on here, along with his composure, actually, as well as a 90 composure. This card's cool, overrated. I think you could find some better meta center defensive card or center mid cards for this price. He's all right, but I had him last because he's a borderline card. So I went from essentially the least likely, the least cards I don't like to the most likely I do like. And he's one of them that's in the middle for me, just because he is a meta card, but his pace is a little iffy, and his strength, his physicality is a little iffy for me as well. But overall, not a bad card if you want him. Next up, and this is this card right here. So I'm starting to go into the cards that I like. This card right here is a card that I do like as a replacement for Musa. He's going to be cheaper, probably discard maybe. He's 92 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, so he's a little bit slower, and he has pretty similar shooting stats. 81 finishing, 79 shooting, 80 shot power. I think Musa was 83, 84, and 85 or something like that. So not bad shooting stats, but what I like about this card is his what do you call it? His passing. Musa had terrible passing stats, and really I believe this is really important to have passing stats to be able to hit those through balls if need be. He also has pretty good curve as well, 85 curve, 80 short passing, vision is 80 as well. I think that's pretty important. And then when I'm looking at the dribbling, he has very, very similar agility and balance, if not a little bit better than Musa. But his dribbling and his composure, his ball control, and his reactions are better than Musa. So if you want a super sub, I haven't played with this card yet, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking about trying him out, throwing him in as a super sub. But stamina 94, jumping 75, very similar. And also, on top of that, I like the fact that he's 4-star skill moves. He is short by 5, probably a little messy card. But I like that he's 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, or 4-star. And Musa was 3-star, 3-star, and he was 5-7. So very similar in cards. But these two right here is what makes this card, I believe, a little bit more superior. But yeah, check this card out. Let me know what you guys think. DePaul. This doesn't look like, honestly, a really bad center attacking mid. If you go from a 4-4-2, throw him up to a 4-2-2, he'd be great acceleration, great long shot power. The only thing I don't like about this card is that he has medium attacking work rate, just as a left mid. He also has 3-star weak foot, which is all right, but he has pretty good strength, pretty good stamina, and I'm talking about for a center attacking mid for a left mid as well. His jumping could be a little bit better, but this card's not bad. Really, like I did with the previous Argentinian player, this is going to be, just look out for SPC card right here. He's going to be cheap. He's 81 rated. He'd probably be a better one than the previous one that I showed with you guys in the first team of the week. Just a solid SPC card. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so that's after that card, I guess. Next up, we have Talisco. I actually have this card. I really love him. He's a phenomenal card. 79 acceleration, 78 sprint speed. If you guys don't know about this card, he's phenomenal. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's 6'3", high attacking work rate, medium defensive work rate, 83 heading. Even though his jumpings are 54, it's okay. His shooting stats are phenomenal. He's always in position. Crossing, his passings are great. He has 90 free kick. What I like about this card is long shots is a 91, his curve is an 89, and his shot power is at 87. So he's a phenomenal long shot taker. If you want to take those curves with the 4-star weak foot, or just with his primary foot, which is the left foot. I scored a pretty decent long shot goal with his right foot as well, so it works pretty well. He has 84 short passing. Uh, he has a 90 free kick as well, so he's going to be my free kick taker. I just want to say 84 short passing, 79 vision, phenomenal player. I think last time I checked, he was like 35,000 coins. Really cheap, underrated card, especially if you have a Brazilian team. I believe this is a card you should definitely have. His strength and stamina are a little weak, but it's not bad for a center attacking mid. It's really not, and his acceleration sprint speed is not bad as well for a center attacking mid. Overall, solid card. I like that he's 67 standing tackle as well. So keep a lookout for this card so far. I like him. Next up, we have the metas of metas cards so far. That's Thomas Meunier. Um, Great sprint speed, pace, great shooting stats overall, suffers penalties, great passing as well. Yeah, he has long passing curve, short passing is 86. His vision is a 74, something to improve on, but really solid. If you look at his in-game stats, it's anywhere from an 83 to an 81, anywhere he's on the pitch. Standing tackles at 85, defense is solid, reactions 83, ball control. He's a really solid player, honestly, overall, I would think so. And what I really, really like about him is that he has 94 stamina, so he's working. He's going to be able to work. 87 strength, 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's 6'3", and he has a high attacking work rate, so he's going to be running up and down the pitch full on, and he has that 94 pace, so he won't get tired. He'll be able to play a full game just running up and down the pitch. The fact that he's 6'3", he has 73 jumping and 77 heading. Phenomenal card. Keep a lookout on him. Next up, we have Kenny Lala. This card is not bad. He's really not that bad. Pretty good pace. If you're comparing him to Meunier, Meunier is better, but he's going to be more expensive. If you want a backup, this card's not that bad, other than his strength. But he has pretty solid pace, pretty decent short passing and crossing. On top of that, dribbling's not bad as well. His defending is okay. I just think this is going to be a solid SBC card. A potential backup if you have him, try him. Let me know what you guys think. 82 stamina is not bad. 76 strength, it's 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 5'10", not bad. He has a high medium work rate, so he's going to be moving up the pitch for attacking, and he's going to be jogging back for defense. But if you have a medium back line, he wouldn't be a very bad card to use. He has a little bit of a meta, but obviously the best at the right back. But you could throw something on there like an anchor, a shadow if you want, or just even a sentinel as well. Let's see what Sentinel brings him up. Brings him at an 84 overall right back. He's a better center back at that point. I'm going to throw an anchor on him. 84 again, so if you wanted to boost that, you may want to just throw an anchor on him, really. Because if you throw a shadow on him, he's an 85 right back, so you could throw a shadow on him. I would think an anchor would probably be best, though, just to boost his strength as well and his jumping stats. But not a bad card, I would say. And then lastly, talking about SBC's cards of SBC cards, Bundesliga is now having Player of the Month. I don't think it's this month, or they probably will have one for September. So in October, the first one will probably be released. Keep your eye out on this card. Just looking at Lucas's Player of the Month requirements: 81s, 80s, 82s, 83s. This card's gonna be very, very similar, I would think. But requiring a Team of the Week now for October. So definitely keep a lookout on this card. It's going to be very cheap. He's an 82 rated. And we'll see who gets it. But this is just going to be an SBC card for you guys. I want you guys to keep on the lookout for October. If he's discard, just grab him, throw him in your club. Or if you, I mean, you don't have to buy him right now. He's probably going to be discard for a while. So just keep a lookout on him. And then once the time starts coming closer, probably the Friday before the first weekend league, definitely keep a lookout on him and probably pick him up before the Player of the Month for the Bundesliga comes out. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit longer. I had a lot to say. Next video, I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter. Social media links down below. Jimmy G23 is out. Peace.